Okay, to start this stream off, we're going to be doing some recording. So, we'll be needing to do some recording of some screenshots and some instructional video. So that's how the stream's going to be starting. It's going to be a little bit of an unusual stream, so just bear with us. We'll be going off script. Start here shortly. Welcome to the first installment. To get things started, you'll need a couple of applications and to set up a free online account. The first application that you'll be grabbing will be AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey is free. It can be downloaded from the address shown above, autohotkey.com. Once downloaded, you can download it for most any application. I believe there's Linux, Windows, and Mac, but Mac has its own version of AutoHotkey, so you could be grabbing a different variation of it for also, but we'll be working with a Windows AutoHotkey. Once you download the free version of AutoHotkey, you download it and install it on your PC. Just a standard install. There's no viruses or anything along with it. After you have it installed, and note where it's going to be installed at, because we'll be getting into the installation folder. You'll be going and installing a AutoHotkey Studio. It's free also. You can get that at this website right here. Instead of at the home page, you'll be going to the AutoHotkey Studio and downloading it at AHK 1.1 code. It's a GitHub download. You can just grab it off of the code itself or the zip folder. I downloaded the zip folder. There's also 8 instructional videos to get you started with the actual studio. And so it's an IDE, integrated development environment for AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey itself is a programming language, and we'll be grabbing not only the programming language itself, but AutoHotkey Studio. Make sure that you grab them in order, the AutoHotkey first, and then the AutoHotkey Studio. The last place that you'll be needing to go is Bitbucket. You can use GitHub if you prefer, but I have both accounts, but I prefer Bitbucket myself because of the free account. In my personal opinion, Bitbucket is a little bit better. So it's a free account, up to 5 users or something. There's a paid version of it also, but the free account is more than enough. So I recommend just signing up for the free account. If you have a Gmail, then you can use your Gmail login as your account setup, and it'll be incorporated into your Gmail. Once you have those 3 things set up, you can move forward onto the next video, and we can get started with the streamer setup for AutoHotkey. So get them 2 pieces of software installed and get your Bitbucket account set up, and click next, and we will get you started onto your first actual environment of AutoHotkey. Alright, we stopped that recording. Now let's see how it came out. Pull this up. This is kind of a weird stream right now. You have to bear with me a little bit here. Normally don't do it this way. Drop to full screen so we quit getting the quit getting the tunnel vision going on. How you doing, Cooked? Let's see here. Is it in the cloud account? Go over here. Oh, I need to pull up my chat window now. Oh, okay. Are you going to be filming? Well, yeah, I guess it is still day over there. You're going to be doing some more filming? Projects folder, streaming, recorded videos. Hey, it recorded something. Let's see what we got here. I'm using the Streamlabs to record both of them, so I'm going to see how this comes out. I may have to reshoot the whole thing. So oh, okay, more on the audio one. Okay. Windows and Mac, but Mac has its own version of auto hotkeys, so you could be grabbing a different variation of it. Alright, so let's drag that down here. See what's in this one here. Like a small piece. Testing to see what my audio's like. Testing to see what my
that's what you was playing.
Hello, testing 1, 2. Testing.
I was checking
1,
my
2.
audio and your audio on that one.
Hello.
I was checking the background audio versus the foreground audio. That was you playing your music while I was checking my audio. I was making sure all my audio recording setup was up to par. You had a cameo appearance in there, you just didn't know it yet.
Stream off, we're going to be doing some recording. So, we'll be needing to do some recording of some screenshots and some instructional video. So that's how the stream's going to be starting. It's going to be a little bit of an unusual stream, so just bear with us. We'll be going off script. Start here shortly. Welcome to the first installment. To get things started, you'll need a couple of applications and to set up a free online account. The first application that you'll be grabbing will be AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey is free. It can be downloaded from the address shown above, autohotkey.com. Once downloaded, you can download it for most any application. I believe there's Linux, Windows, and Mac, but Mac has its own version of auto hotkeys, so you could be grabbing a different variation of it for also. But we'll be working with a Windows auto hotkey. Once you download the free version of auto hotkey, you download it and install it on your PC. Just a standard install. There's no viruses or anything along with it. After you have it installed, and note where it's going to be installed at, because we'll be getting into the installation folder. You'll be going and installing a AutoHotkey Studio. It's free also. You can get that at this website right here. Instead of at the home page, you'll be going to the AutoHotkey Studio and downloading it at AHK 1.1 code. It's a GitHub download. You can just grab it off of the code itself or the zip folder. I downloaded the zip folder. There's also 8 instructional videos to get you started with the actual studio. And so it's an IDE integrated development environment for AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey itself is a programming language, and we'll be grabbing not only the programming language itself, but AutoHotkey Studio. Make sure that you grab them in order, the AutoHotkey first, and then the AutoHotkey Studio. The last place you'll be needing to go is Bitbucket. You can use GitHub if you prefer, but I have both accounts, but I prefer Bitbucket myself because of the free account. In my personal opinion, Bitbucket is a little bit better. So it's a free account, up to 5 users or something. There's a paid version of it also, but the free account is more than enough. So I recommend just signing up for the free account. If you have a Gmail, then you can use your Gmail login as your account setup, and it'll be incorporated into your Gmail. Once you have those 3 things set up, you can move forward onto the next video, and we can get started with the streamer setup for AutoHotkey. Now, I actually recorded all this once, 2 pieces of software installed,
and I ended up not liking it, so I'm redoing the whole
account
thing.
set up, and click next, and we will get you started onto your first actual environment of AutoHotkey. I had music playing all during it, which was nice. It was really nice, but what I didn't like is I couldn't adjust my vocals without adjusting the music that was playing, and I couldn't adjust them independently, so I just decided to reshoot the entire thing. So that's why we're back to where we're at now. If I had recorded, if I record like I am now with just the voice and then added a music track later, I think I would have been happier. But because I had them both running on the same track, I couldn't adjust my voice and my music independently. Oh, you just started your stream? Oh, I hate that. I actually looked right before I started my stream. I actually looked to see if anybody else was streaming. I didn't see anybody else. Cook just ended his stream, so I thought I was safe. I'm sorry. But yeah, so anyway, I just started mine also. But anyway, so I ended up reshooting this, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm reshooting and then of course re-editing. Gotta get all the ums out of here. I got way too many ums. Alright, so let's go back through here. Alright, have a good one, Cook. Have a good one shooting some... Yeah, cough, yeah. That's exactly it. Oh. Yeah, my Nightbot, he gets a little bit temperamental sometimes. I do that with ums, I do that with okay and alright. Those are my 3 trigger words. I say all the time, okay, alright, and I clear my throat. So I gotta watch. That's why I've been cutting all this up. All my ums have cuts by them, all my alrights and all my okays have cuts by them because I gotta cut them all out. Windows didn't like that.
Go over here.
Okay, to start this stream off, we're going to be doing some recording. So, we'll be needing to do some recording of some screenshots and some instructional video. So that's how this stream's going to be. All this can be deleted. Welcome to the first installment. To get things started, you'll need a couple of applications and to set up a free online account. The first application
It
that
sure
we'll
does.
be grabbing will be Auto Hot. Right here can be deleted. Hotkey. Auto Hotkey is free. It can be downloaded from the address shown above. This could be deleted. AutoHotkey.com. Once downloaded, you can download it for most any application.
Okay,
I
that
believe
sounds
there's
cool.
Linux, Windows, and Mac, but
I heard an
Linux, Windows.
There it was. I knew I heard an Gotta hunt them buggers down. They sneak in there.
Windows.
Gotcha.
Windows and Mac, but Mac has its own version of Auto Hotkey, so you could be grabbing a different variation of it for also. But we'll be working with a Windows Auto Hotkey. But
Take that out.
and Mac, we'll be working with a Windows Auto Hotkey. Once you download the free version of Auto Hotkey, hotkey. Once you download once you download the free version of Auto Hotkey, you download it and install it on your PC. Just a standard install. There's no once standard install. There's no there's no viruses or anything along with it. After you have it installed and it's installed and note one. Let's take that out right there. Do a cut from there to there. Take that out. That out. Installed note where it's going to be installed at, because we'll be getting into the installation folder. You'll be going and installing a AutoHotkey Studio. It's free also. You can get that at this website right here. Instead of at the home page, you'll be going to the AutoHotkey Studio and downloading it at AHK 1.1 code. It's a GitHub download. You can just grab it off of the code itself or the zip folder. I downloaded the zip folder. There's also 8 and delete that right there. Folder. There's also 8 instructional videos to get you started with the actual devotional videos to get you good right here. Another little bugger sticked in. Get you started with the actual studio. Actual studio, and so it's an IDE and it's an IDE integrated development environment for AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey itself is a programming language, and we'll be grabbing not only the programming language itself, but AutoHotkey Studio. Make sure that you grab them in order: the AutoHotkey first, and then the AutoHotkey Studio. The last Percy, I need to stop saying that word. Place you'll be needing to go is Bitbucket. You can use editing time will be cut in half if I quit saying that one phrase. You can use GitHub if you prefer, but I have my I have both accounts, but I prefer Bitbucket or Bitbucket myself, because of the free account in my one day I'm gonna count how many of these I say per, like, minute or whatever. In my personal opinion, Bitbucket is a little bit better. So it's still us. It's so bad I could just about identify them in the audio. So it's code still us. it's a free account, up to 5 users. But up to 5 users or something. There's a pay uh, paid version of it also, but the free account is more than enough. Um, so I free account is more than enough. So I recommend just signing up for the free account. If you have a Gmail, then you can use your Gmail login as your account setup, and it'll be incorporated into your Gmail. Once you have those three things set up, you can move forward onto the next video, and we can get started with the streamer setup for Auto Hotkey. For Auto Hotkey. So, hotkey. So, get them two pieces of software installed and get your Bitbucket account set up, and click next, and we will get you started onto your first actual environment of Auto Hotkey. And is that a wrap? I think that's a wrap. Close this down right there. Yep, that's a wrap. Okay, so now we can actually do some editing here. Alright, let's close the gaps. Close that down. And close this down. Let's shrink this down so we can see what we're working with here. Okay, that will be for intro. I still need to make an intro. Go here and play it again. Welcome to the first installment. To get things started, you'll need a couple of applications and to set up a free online account. The first application that you'll be grabbing will be Auto Hotkey. Auto Hotkey is free. It can be downloaded from the address shown above. Right there, I need to put the actual address up. So let's go over here. We'll grab the actual Auto Hotkey address, copy, and go back here to Premiere Pro. We'll add some text shown above. Auto Hotkey. Auto Hotkey is free. It can be downloaded from the address shown above. Right there, we can put a text right here. B. That looks alright. Now let's center it up. Control Alt Shift 1. Go to graphics. Can't see this. This out of the way a little bit. Here. Let's see here. We need to go. Huh, seemed I lost the graphics I wanted. Let's see. Edit? No. Essential graphics. Don't want lower thirds. Okay, so let's like, there we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, so let's see. We want centered. And let's see. We want it stroked in a black. Do some moving around here. Alright, so let's move this over here a little bit. And find me a spot to put this. I put it there. Alright, I'll make sure everything's looking alright on the stream. Yeah, it's looking okay. Let's see here. We need graphics. Lowercase, or should I go with uppercases? I feel like all uppercases. Hmm. Okay, I got my mask ready. Let's leave it all uppercase. Let's get the mask ready. Let's see here. This here. Let's make the mask. Make you bigger. I just want to move the whole side of you bigger. Mask opacity, mask feather. Well, let's do a mask feather. I want you all the way to the beginning. I want mask feathering. Bigger. There we go. And let's see, I want mask size. That's kind of what I want, but I want the side to go bigger. Now the whole side goes bigger. That ain't what it. There we go. That's what I wanted. Just like that. Now I want you to go right here. Then I want to keyframe that right there, mask position. Alright. The mask. Nope, that ain't what I wanted. Mask path. There we go. Right there. And that's the wrong position. Yep, that's the wrong position. Yep, that's the one. Alright, so let's turn you off. Okay, because you're not the one I want. I want the mask position. Where's the mask position? Mask feather, mask opacity, mask expansion. Source text. That ain't what I want. I just want the mask position. There we go. I want the mask. Now we got the mask position. Alright, so let's turn you off. Alright, so over here to mask path. Alright, there's my mask. I want you right here. And I want it there, right here. I want my mask, and I want my mask position marked. There. Mask path marked. And I want to move you over here. I want to move you over here. I want my mask path marked again. Not too much to ask for. Now let's see what happens if I back it up. You right there. There we go. Finally. Sheesh. All that just to move a mask. Alright. I want this. Right there. Now, let's adjust the size of the mask. I want it right here. Size of this has to be bigger. No, I don't want that to do that. No. Whole side of this mask to get bigger. How can I make one little thing so complicated? Nope. Want that either. Alright, let's clear that one. Move this one over here. This one over here. Alright, so auto hotkey. Now let's back it up. Forward. Okay, right there. I need it actually to be a little bit further back. Back it up to this one. I need to clear that one. There it is. Clear this one. This one to that one. Move this one to there. Now, try this again. Here. Open this up. There it is. Finally. Let's move this one all the way to the end. So, backing it up, let's see what we got here. Can be downloaded from the address shown above, autohotkey.com. Once downloaded, you can download it for most any application. Alright, let's just make it a little bit longer. Play it again. The address shown above, autohotkey.com. Once downloaded, you can download it for most any application. I believe there's Linux, Windows, and Mac. We'll be working with a Windows AutoHotkey. Once you download the free version of AutoHotkey, you download it and install it on your PC. Just a standard install. There's no viruses or anything along with it. After you have it installed, note where it's going to be installed at, because we'll be getting into the installation folder. You'll be going and installing a AutoHotkey Studio. It's free also. You can get that at this website right here. Instead of at the home page, you'll be going to. Alright, so we need to go right here. And let me grab that link. That is right here. Let's go here and we'll copy that. Go back to Premiere Pro, and what we're going to do is do a copy. And we're going to do a paste. Undo that. There we go. That's it. Yes. Now, let's go to our text file here. Let's see, where's text source? Where's text? Edit that. That's here. And we'll paste text there. This is a little bit longer. So let us center that. It's here. Let's center it this here. Now, does it need to be smaller? Oh, let's see here. I think it probably does. Recenter it. A little bit smaller. Recenter it. There we go. And okay, it's moving. We don't need it to move. So let's see here. We don't need to move source text. Position. Turn position off. Alright, so back it up, try it again. Hit play. Go onto the Auto Hotkey Studio and downloading it at AHK 1.1 code. It's a GitHub download. You can just grab. Alright, while we're doing that, let's slice this right here. We'll do a cut. Cut. Let's see where we're going to cut it out. Right about here, I think. That's got a cut right there. You'll be able to edit that. Let's switch over to this one right here. And let's do a scale increase. So, alright, so let's do a scale. And downloading it at AHK 1.1. Okay, backing it up. No, yeah, right there. And we're going to do a zoom in. Add a position. Alright, let's go back. And we're going to zero that position out. No. That position. There we go. Hit play again. And downloading it at AHK 1.1 code. It's a GitHub download. You can just grab it off of the code itself or the zip folder. Okay, get up just a hair. And let's go right here and add a keyframe on both of them. Zip folder. I downloaded the zip folder. There's also 8 instructional videos to get you started with. Alright, so I want to do a fade right there. Let's see. Effects. Video. Transition. Or should I do a radio wave? Let's see, a linear gradient. There's oh, don't- uh, the zip folder. There's nope, no good there. Take this off. That off. Let's see here. There. Try that folder. There's
That's
also
good.
8
I like
instructional
that.
videos to get you started with Actual Studio, and it's an IDE integrated development environment for AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey itself is a programming language, and we'll be grabbing not only the programming language itself, but AutoHotkey Studio. Make sure that you grab them in order: the AutoHotkey first, and then the AutoHotkey Studio. The last place you'll be needing to go is Bitbucket. You can use GitHub if you prefer, but I have both accounts, but I prefer Bitbucket myself because of the free account. In my personal opinion, Bitbucket is a little bit better. So it's a free account to 5 users or something. There's a paid version of it also, but the free account is more than enough. So I recommend just signing up for the free account. If you have a Gmail, then you can use. All right, so now I need to put a Bitbucket listing here. Okay, let's go copy us a Bitbucket. Go here, get up here. B, and that don't look good at all. So let's move this. First of all, let's go graphics, and let's center it. Let's move the whole thing down here. And because of that, I just got to reset, right? Because you really can't see it there. So let's change the colors. First of all, let's stroke it more. Not helping at all, really. Convert it to black ink. That's odd. What am I missing here? There we go. Got it. Bitbucket.org. Back it up. Alright, now I need to move the mask down. Let's go with the mask. There he is. Let's put him straight down. Okay, so that's not good. Let's see where his mask. There. Okay. That one there to go straight down. There we got that moving in, and we need that one there to go straight. And it's inverted. I don't want that inverted. There we go. That's what I had backwards. Okay, so now that's showing up. Let's back it up now. No. That's no good. Why are you doing that? It must be a second. Let's see. There. That's what. Clear that one. Okay. There. Your Gmail login as your account set up. Bitbucket.org. And it'll be incorporated into your Gmail. Once you have those three things set up, you can move forward onto the next video, and we can get started with the streamer setup for AutoHotkey. So get them 2 pieces of software installed and get your Bitbucket account set up. And click next, and we will get you started onto your first actual environment of AutoHotkey. Alright, well, I'm doing that. Let me go check on my buddy over here and see how his stream is going along. Oh,
hey everyone, this is Luis with LM Tech, here to bring you an unboxing video on the new Dell XPS 8930. This PC has an 8th generation i7 processor, 8GB of RAM, which will be upgrading to 16 on this video. It also has 16GB of Intel Optane memory, along a 1TB hard drive, and finally, it has an entry-level NVIDIA GeForce GT 1030 video card, which will probably be upgrading to a GTX 1060 or better in the near future. Alright, so let's go ahead and open the box. Hey everyone, this is Luis with LM Tech, here to bring you an unboxing video on the new Dell XPS 8930. This PC has an 8th generation i7 processor, 8GB of RAM, which will be upgrading to 16 on this video. It also has 16GB of Intel I was so close on that one.
Oh no!
Okay. Doing voiceovers is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do on any video. Ever. Hey, Marodesh. Good to see you again. Yes, oh no is right. So, as you can tell, I'm kind of redoing some of my voiceovers here. Mainly because I wanted to actually add some more notes, or a little bit of a side note on it, because this PC actually has an entry-level GT 1030 video card, so I just wanted to talk about that. I also wanted to talk about upgrading the RAM. Yeah, sure. We can Discord. Why not? Let's see. Let me log in and then. Okay, so what is, well actually, I'm still on your channel. Do you have your Discord link on there? Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, so go ahead and post it. I don't think the bot is gonna grab you here anytime soon. Okay, cool, got it.
Hello.
Alright. Yep. Definitely put myself on your Discord there. To be honest, I've never used it. So, but you know, I'm sure it's nothing out of this world. So, it looks like there's a bunch of people here, actually. You got a weird stream going? What's going on over at your stream? I just see some video editing there. Now, since you're here, I wanted to ask you, how are you, well, first of all, are you using OBS? And if you are, how are you able to just capture, you know, the window of Adobe Premiere Pro? I don't even see, like, the top menu buttons or anything for you over there. If anything, maybe you can show me on your stream. I'm still looking at it.
Oh, you're still on my stream. Okay. Let's see. So let's see, like the top menu buttons. Okay. Let me see. I'm just gonna go to full screen mode, so it's gonna look weird. So just a second. Let me flip this over. I'm gonna go full screen mode. Okay. Now this is probably what you're streaming as. I'm not using OBS. I'm using Streamlabs. So you can kind of see my Streamlabs setup here. And I just flipped over to, if you look at my settings, I have a full screen setup. So I can turn it on and off by clicking on the eye. And if you look down, I actually have a setting for Premiere Pro. I also have one for Adobe After Effects, Adobe Illustrate, Audition, etc. Hold on a second, I'm getting a little bit of backup, so let me mute your stream just a second here. There we go. Alright, let me go back. Alright, so if you go to my settings for Premiere Pro, and this shouldn't break it, I have it set up for a window capture, and I have it as a lock app, default screen lock setup, and I have it as a match title as a same window of an executable with a capture cursor. And then, after I do that, and what I'll do is I'll actually do a second one here just so you can see how I set it up. I push the little plus button. I go to window capture right here. Add new source. And then I already have one set up, but I'm just going to put this as a window capture one. Add new source. And it's asking me what I want to capture. And it obviously has a list of different things here to capture. And so mine would be Adobe Premiere, because that's what I would be capturing. So I'd select Adobe Premiere, and you see it captured it. And I say window title must match. That's not what I want, because if you open a window title and it's like, let's say, the name of the file is streamer's file, you know, whatever you're saving the file as, then if you save a file as something else, streamer's file 1, then it's not going to capture it no more. So that's not what you want. You want to set it as match title, otherwise find window with the same executable. That way it doesn't matter what the name of the actual file name is, it'll just do any executable. That's the one that you want. And of course you want to capture the cursor. And then you click done, but here's where it gets a little bit weird. If you look, this is the window's smaller than the screen. See, it doesn't fit right on the screen. No matter what, the window's going to be too small. And so what you got to do is you grab this handle, and I think you hold down Alt. Is it Alt? Let me see. No, it's not Alt. Let me see. Is it Shift? Yeah, you hold down Shift and click on that handle, and you stretch it down. And by doing that, you don't have your clock, you don't have your bar line, you don't have anything. All you capture is just the window. And that's how you do that. So I'm hoping this captured everything that I just did. And then on mine, see now mine, the window is on top of everything. So now I got to drag that below all of my alerts and my headers and my checkbox, because now if a follower followed or something, it wouldn't show up, because technically this window is on top of everything. It's a layer. So it's layered on top of everything. So now you got to drag this below all of your other layers, so the follower alerts and everything would be below it. Now I'm going to delete it obviously because I don't need it. But you know, so now my next item would be to grab it and drag it down into my layers, so it would be below everything else, you know. But I have several different things here for different situations. Let me click off. I'll click on and I'll erase it. I'll hit OK. Okay, there we go. And now you should be able to see my full screen now. And so now my full screen's back. But by doing that, that's kind of how I do that. And see, I have in my thing, I have basically, you know, a lot of the games I play, but I also have my Adobe stuff right here. And then I also add one that's just a plain old full screen, which is probably what you're using, plain old full screen capture. So if I do need to capture like a full screen, if I want to share like, you know, just a Chrome or something like that, I could click on full screen, and then I could just capture my Chrome and just literally just capture a full screen. And then when I don't want to capture the full screen anymore, I can bring this back up and hide my full screen, and now I'm back to my just look at my Adobe Premiere. Right, see, and that's fine. In fact, that's actually kind of like foolproof. You know, there's less hassle by doing that. But I do it this way, so I can capture just what I want to capture. And like if I have any private documents or anything below it, which I really don't, but just for safety's sake, you know, I can go ahead and have that, and I don't have that extra, you know, extra line of security. You just never know, creepers or something that's out there. You never know what people do. So you know, I always have that extra little buffer there just to make me feel safe. And then like, I mean, even on my like background here, let me undo this. Even on my like my desktop, let me bring all this down. First, you have a lot of windows open. Okay, like my desktop, see, I even have all my icons hidden. So, you know, if I pulled up all my icons, not that that even means anything, nobody cares what my icons are, but you know, if I showed a lot of my desktop icons just on this desktop, so I got a whole mess of icons, but just to make it cleaner for when I'm, you know, recording videos and stuff, this just looks way too active for people to see, you know, when I'm recording a video. So I just get rid of all my icons, and now it just looks a whole lot cleaner. My desktop's just cleaner and, you know, more presentable, I guess you could say. And so, you know, it's just nice and clean, and so I can, you know, go through it. And, you know, I don't know, I find it distracting when you look at a YouTube video or something online. There's like literally thousands of icons on there. Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, it just, I don't know, I find it very distracting. You know, so I try to, when I'm doing YouTube videos and stuff, I try to pick a nice background. I like cats, so I put a cat on there. Everybody seems to be okay with a cat, so I put a cat background on there and get rid of all my icons, hide them. You know, and I try to get everything kind of neat. And so when I'm, you know, shooting a video, because technically it's a screencast video, when I'm shooting a video, then I shoot the video, and then, you know, because that's actually what I'm doing right now tonight, is I'm shooting different editions of the video, and then I'm editing it down. So I got that one edited down. Now I got to go to stage 2, and I said I'm gonna go check on my buddy and see how his stream's going. So that's where I met up with you, and now we're here. But yeah, anything. Okay, now let me tell you a little trick to capturing videos like I just told you. In order to capture a window, you need to take the program, go full screen with it, okay? And when that program's full screen, don't minimize it or make it small, or even make the window smaller. It needs to be a full screen app. And then go and bring OBS on top of it and try to capture it with OBS that way. A lot of times OBS will not be able to pick it up unless the application that you're trying to make a window for is full screen. So that's just a little trick. A lot of people have a hard time capturing like OBS or even other applications, and the thing is they didn't make it full screen. It needs to be full screen when you go in to grab it with OBS, because if it's not full screen, a lot of times OBS just won't see it, and when you go down that list to grab it, that list, it just won't be listed on that list. It'll just be like gone. It won't be there. So if you want to grab it, it has to be full screen. So I don't know why it's not necessarily a bug. It's just, you know, if it's not full screen, OBS can't see it, you know. So it's like it's not there. So if you ever want to grab a program, and you can grab just about any program that way, games or anything, make it full screen and then go and try to grab it, and usually OBS will find it for you. It'll be on that list anyway. So but yeah, that's what I do, and I always make a full screen button also, just in case, you know, like now, like, you know, I wanted to share something with you. If I didn't have that full screen button there, then I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now, which is sharing with you how to do a tip or a trick or something. I wouldn't have that button available, but because I have it available, I can just click it, share it with you, and then when I'm done, I can click it away, and now you're right back to Premiere Pro. And then, like, again, if I wanted to drop down, you know, if I'm on Premiere Pro and I want to say, well, here's something you could do with Adobe Illustrator, I can just drop down to Illustrator, you know, undo this, and then drop down to Illustrator, and I can just drop down to Illustrator, and we can, you know, I can just swap between the applications, and I don't have to worry about, well, OBS isn't capturing, you know, Illustrator for some reason. I can just manually tell it what I want it to capture, if that makes any kind of sense. I'll unmute you now. Now I can hear you.
Great choice by Jake Stifler for the on-stage demo for this week. If you have a tune for next week, just send an email to promo@artentodivini.com using the subject on-stage demo. If you are just tuned in and you missed the first part of the show, no worries. After the show, this episode is available as a podcast on youtube.com/artentodivini.
Now I'll tell you something I would like to know is, how are you playing music for the stream, but you're not hearing it yourself?
Cool. Really appreciate the help there. Yeah, I don't know about this video tonight. I might not be feeling it, but I'm gonna keep trying. I see you're doing some stuff on your end too, but I definitely appreciate it. Now, I definitely got that full screen video of just Adobe Premiere Pro, so I appreciate that. I wasn't enjoying also putting, you know, my taskbar at the bottom, and I don't really care much about the top. Just file, edit, clip, you know, whatever. But yeah, the bottom part was kind of distracting me as well.
Well, awesome. I'm glad I could help you out with that. So I got this one mixed down. I need to, I guess, go ahead and export it, and then it'll be ready for the intro and outro, which I have to create. I have to create an intro and outro for this. So this one will be ready, and then I'll need to shoot the next one. So this will be interesting. So this one will be ready to go, though. Well, thank you. Absolutely. Mine isn't nowhere near as technical as yours. So it's a little bit more speeding along. This was kind of a simple little task right here compared to yours. You have a little more depth to yours, and mine's going to get more technical into like programming here in the next couple of episodes. So it'll get a little bit more sophisticated in a second. It will be. I have to create and figure out a intro and an outro for it, and so I actually have to build it. And I don't know where I'm going at with that, because I want something that's going to be kind of eye-catchy, but I want simplification. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking just like a black with like 3 icons on it is kind of what I'm thinking for like a thumbnail. And then I want just like a black with white lettering for an intro, you know, so just something really simple for an intro. And then it's going to be like 5 quick videos. That's what I'm thinking, you know, like 15 minutes or less videos. So I'm thinking 5 quick videos. And so this one's just going to be, if you know, obviously you want to just grab the 3 different things and where to grab grab the programs at to install them, you know. And then, you don't really even have to do it if you don't want to, just know where to grab them at. And then next one's going to be how to set the programs up so you can do your programming. Then it's going to be a programming video, and a programming video, and then a conclusion. So that's going to be the concept right now, the storyboard I have outlined right now. And it's specifically for streamers, actually. So this is actually for streamer video. It's for basically the audience. It's just for streamers. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's after. Yeah, it's actually to make your computer. Actually, it's designed for you. Actually, I mean, in reality, it was. I actually designed this months ago, but it's actually designed for people like me and you and mine. You know, people that use Adobe and stuff like that all the time, but they want to stream or stream a game now and then. And so, what it's actually going to be is it's going to be able to have one key. You can push a button, and it closes down all programs that you don't necessarily need. Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say you have OneDrive open, or antivirus open, or different programs, Adobe software is open, or stuff like that you use every day on your computer. You push one button, it closes all them excess programs that you normally use. It closes them down, and then after it closes all of them down, it automatically opens up all the programs that you would use, like Adobe, not Adobe, OBS software, and Discord, and maybe a Chrome link that you use to play your music at, or whatever you do use. Maybe you use Spotify, or whatever, and you customize it for your own preferences, whatever applications and stuff you do use to stream. So you push one button, you wait 1 minute or so for it to close all the software down that you want it to close down, and to start up all the software you want it to start up, and then that's it. You're ready to go. Push the button and you're streaming. That's what this is. A tutorial on how to do a one button and you're streaming. You ain't got to sit there and go, well, I have Steam running and I didn't want it running, or I have, this running and I didn't want that running, or oh, I forgot to open up my chat program, so now I got to go and, start my stream, or oh, well, now I got to go ahead and set the title of my Twitch page, or no, you ain't got to do that. You push the button and it's already in front of you. You can just set it up and go. So that's the conclusion of it. That's the last chapter of it. So, yeah, that's what I do. That's actually, I push a button and my computer does the rest. I push one button and it sets everything up. Yeah, I'm working on it. Hopefully, I'll have it out. Hopefully, at the end of this month. That's what I'd like to have. I'd like to have it posted at the end of the month. But anyway, I'll let you get back to your video. How do you play music for just the viewers? That's what I was curious with. Okay, I'll hop over just a second.
Okay, so assuming you can hear me, I'm gonna show you my OBS here, and that way you can
Okay, that's the end. We want to punch out with that one. That's the beginning. We want to punch in with that one. Make sure you can hear me all right. Okay, we can hear. All right, so now we want to do File and Export. Export media. It looks like we got the sequence in and out. That's what we want. We want it to be an AVI. No, we want an H4. Yeah, H264. And we want source high bit rate. No, not so much. We want it to be we not have a YouTube channel? No, we don't. Let's do a YouTube then. New folder YouTube. YOUTUBE. Got it. AHK, and we'll call this number 1. No, vid 1. ID1. Alright, so it's an MP4 auto hotkey vid 1 output, and let's see, we need it to go down as 237 megabytes. YouTube, there we go. YouTube 1080p. That one is 2160. Let's do this 2160, see what that does. You know what, let's do that. Let's do it at 4K. We'll put it as a queued file. Alright. And let's save this file. That's auto hotkey. Let's actually save it as I have it down as an auto hotkey. There, auto hotkey vid 1. Alright, so now let's go here and go to a new project. And this will be auto hotkey vid 2. Alright, so now let's go and record a new one. So let's see here. Line that. Alright, so now we're going to mute the audio, so we're not getting any outside audio. And we're going to go full screen. Hide this. Hide this. And I wonder if that's coming in there or not. Is that coming in there? Let's see. Yeah, that is. That's coming in there. Okay, so let's mute that and bar-line that. Okay, so now we got a clear screen. And what do I want to pull up? Okay, let's pull this up, and I need to open up a folder with OneDrive. Nope. I need to open up a folder with P drive. Alright, so I need this one open here. And I need another file open. And we leave that one here. That one's ready to go. And that one's ready to go. Okay, so what else do we need? We got 1 and 2. Alright, so let's shoot. Let's see, how should we do this? We should shoot 1 and 2, and that would be a really short video. But we'll do it anyway. Okay, so 1 and 2, and we'll do it that way. Okay. Let's see here. Hey there, Red Hat, how's it going? Have you been here all along, or did you just join us? Trying to get my thoughts together. 1 and 2. So how am I going to say this? I'm going to say, after installing these 2 items, we're going to open up. We're going to open up our folder. File. Oops, where'd you go? Let me see. Oh, just got here. Okay. We're going to open up 2 files. The first one's going to be on PC Cloud. Our auto hotkey needs to be unzipped. Okay, and then our next one is going to be. Okay, so we got this and this. Okay, what a mess. Okay, I'm shooting a video. You just missed the first video, so I'm fixing to shoot the second video. So I'm trying to think of my script and get my script together. And so I'm trying to get my stuff together. So I'm fixing to shoot another video, and so that's where I'm at now. I'm getting my head around the game of shooting another video, and then I'm going to edit it down, and then I'm going to shoot another video and edit it down, and so I'm shooting a bunch of videos right now. So I'm fixing to hit record and shoot another video, and so that's where I'm at. So I'm trying to get my head around the scripts
so I don't make too many fumbles, and I don't have tons of editing to do. So, okay, so we're going to go into video 2, YouTube video 2. So let's see. Get my thoughts together. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's just give it a try, and I'll probably have to redo it, but let's just give it a try and see how it goes. Welcome to video 2. In our last video, I showed you where to download two programs, AutoHotkey and AutoHotkey Studio. Also, you should have set up a Bitbucket account so you'll be able to share your code and also save a backup of all the coding that you have done. Having done all that, you will now be able to set up the program suite so you will be able to do your coding. To get that started, we will need to unzip and open up AutoHotkey Studio. I saved mine in PC drive, so mine's unzipped and I will open it now. Double clicking, we now have this open, which is the AutoHotkey Studio. To run it, what you'll need to do is double click this studio icon, but we won't be doing that just yet. Before we do that, we will go to our AutoHotkey folder. That can be found by opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC or your PC, C drive, and it'll either be in Programs Files x86, or in mine, it's the Programs Files folder, and in AutoHotkey. After reaching that file folder, you will right click on the file name Windows Spy. Right click it, select it, right click it, and copy. You'll be pasting that file into the AutoHotkey Studio master folder. The only reason why we're doing this is so that we'll be able to have all of our assets in one folder and we won't have to be jumping back and forth every single time. In addition to that, we will also be copying over the original AutoHotkey and the AutoHotkey U64 and the AutoHotkey website. That should be all that we need out of here. Again, you don't need to drag them over, you just need to make copies of them. That should be all that we need out of the AutoHotkey folder. You can close that now. Now that everything has been copied over to the AutoHotkey Studio master folder, we can go and make a shortcut to the original if you're going to be using it a lot, or you can simply remember where it's located. Now, off to making our new scripts. Okay, let's see how that turned out. Let's go to Premiere Pro. And do some editing. Alright, let's see here. Import media. I think this is the new one.
Yep, that's the new one. Move it on forward here, see what we got. Welcome to video 2. In our last video, I showed you where to download two programs, Auto Hotkey and Auto Hotkey Studio. Also, you should have set up a Bitbucket account so you'll be able to share your code and also save a backup of all the coding that you have done. Having done all that, you will now be able to set up the program suite so you will be able to do your coding. To get that started, we will need to unzip and open up Auto Hotkey Studio. I saved mine in PC drive, so mine's unzipped and I will open it now. Double clicking, we now have this open, which is the Auto Hotkey Studio. Sounds like it's coming out okay. To run it, what you'll need to do is double click this studio icon, but we won't be doing that just yet. Before we do that, we will go to our Auto Hotkey folder. That can be found by opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC or your PC, C drive, and it'll either be in Programs Files x86 or in mine it's the Programs Files folder and in Auto Hotkey. After reaching that file folder, you will right click on the file name Windows Spy. Right click it, select it, right click it, and copy. You'll be pasting that file into the Auto Hotkey Studio master folder. The only reason why we're doing this is so that we'll be able to have all of our assets in one folder and we won't have to be jumping back and forth every single time. In addition to that, we will also be copying over the original Auto Hotkey and the Auto Hotkey U64 and the Auto Hotkey website. Can't really edit that out, I think I need to leave Again, that. You don't need to drag them over, you just need to make copies of them. That should be all that we need out of the Auto Hotkey folder. You can close that now. Now that everything has been copied over to the Auto Hotkey Studio master folder, did it cut off early? We can go and make a shortcut to the original if you're going to be using it a lot, or you can simply remember where it is located. Now, off to making our new scripts. There we go. Okay, so it didn't cut off. Actually, there ain't too much meat on there to trim. What do I need to edit on there? Let's see. Okay, all this needs to be cut. Okay, right there, I can cut all the way up to there. That right there needs to be cut. Welcome to video 2. In our last video, I showed you where to download two programs, Auto Hotkey and Auto Hotkey Studio. Also, you should have set up a Bitbucket account so you'll be able to share your code and also save a backup of all the coding that you have done. Having done all that, You will now be able to set up the program suite so you will be able to do your coding. To get that started,
What do you think about it?
unzip
Do you think
and
that
open
came out
up
all right?
AutoHotkey Studio. I saved mine in PC Drive.
Red Hat?
So mine's unzipped and I will open it now. Double clicking, we now have this open, which is the AutoHotkey Studio. To run it, what you'll need to do is double click this studio icon, but we won't be doing that just yet. Before we do that, we will go to our AutoHotkey folder. That can be found by opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC or your PC, C drive, and it'll either be in Programs Files x86 or in mine it's the Programs Files folder and in AutoHotkey. After reaching that file folder,
Okay, I think that right there needs to be
right-click-
zoomed in on. I think I need to zoom in on that. So let's back that up right here. Oh, back it up. Okay. Alright, so about right here, I think. Let's see.
that can be found by opening that we will go to our AutoHotkey folder.
Okay, right there.
Let's put a cut. Play. That can be found by opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC. Okay, right there. Now let's go to Lookenbach, Texas. Alright, let's go here. Effects control. So back at the beginning, right there, we had scale was locked at 0. Right here, we're going to put another keyframe, but oh, wait a minute, let me back it up again. This one here, position was locked at 0, but right here, we're going to put another keyframe there, and we're going to zoom in and go over and up. There we go. Going down to this PC. Alright, now we're gonna go not over, we're gonna go down. There we go. For your PC, C drive. Now we're gonna go back up. And it'll either be in Programs Files x86 or in mine it's the Programs Files folder and in AutoHotkey. Now we need to zoom out. Back this way. Go back up. Out a little bit more. Back this way. Go back up. That ought to be good enough. Actually, I could probably zoom in a little bit. And go over a little bit. Right about there. And there. That ought to be good. After reaching that file folder, you will right click on the file name Windows Spy. Right, let's stop that there. Let's do a copy and do a paste. But we're going to do this. Cut. Let's go right here and we'll do a paste there, and then we'll do right here. So there, there. Let's try it here. Let's hit play. That can be found
by opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC or your PC, C drive, and it'll either be in program. Let's clear that. Let's go here and put a hold. Let's try that again. That can be found by opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC or your PC, C drive, and there's a little bit too much movement there. Let's see here what's going on. Okay, that one right there. Alright, that's in frame. No, I didn't lose sound yet. I don't think I did. That's in frame. That's in frame. All of them are in frame. So what is... That can be found by opening up a File Explorer, going down... Why is that out of frame right there? Down to this PC. Know her old skill alpha, opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC or your PC. See, that's in frame. He is PC. Is know. Oh, okay. No. Opening up a File Explorer. Okay, I gotta get rid of this one here. Something's not right with that one. Get rid of that. Clear that one. Let's try Explorer. Going down to this PC or you. Let's clear that one. Going down to this PC or your PC. Right here. I want to move you this way. And this way. Alright. Nope, it did it again. Right there. Every time, right there, it moves out of frame. Position. Alright, let's just start from scratch. Let's clear all that down. All the way to the beginning. Hit play. That can be found by opening up a File Explorer. Okay, right there, I want this to be over here. And over here. Now let's try that. That can be found by opening up a File Explorer, going down to this PC or your PC, C drive, and it'll either be in Programs Files x86 or in mine it's the Programs Files folder and in Auto Hotkey. After reaching that, right there it's out. After okay, so right there, go back to that one. Okay, so right there, I want this to be here.
right there, and I want this to be, let's see here. Auto Bezier, continuous, hold ease in. I don't want linear. Don't want hold. Okay, so let's just do this up till that point. I want it over here. Yep, that works. Let's try that. To this PC or your PC. That looks good. C drive. Looks good. And it'll either be in Programs Files x86 or in mine, it's the Programs Files folder and in Auto Hotkey. After reaching that file folder, you will right click on the file name Windows Spy. Right click it, select it, right click it, and copy. You'll be pasting that file into the Auto Hotkey Studio master folder. The only reason why we're doing this is so that we'll be able to have all of our assets in one folder and we won't have to be jumping back and forth every single time. Addition to that, we will also be copying over the original Auto Hotkey and the Auto Hotkey U64. Okay, I don't like that, so let's go right here. Okay, right there, that jump cut. I don't like the jump cut. Right here. Let's do an edit. And let's see, editing effects. Drop this right there. Auto Hotkey. There we go. And the Auto Hotkey U64. And the Auto Hotkey website. That should be all that we need out of here. Again, you don't need to drag them over. You just need to make copies of them. That should be all that we need out of the Auto Hotkey folder. You can close that now. Now that everything has been copied over to the Auto Hotkey Studio master folder, we can go and make a shortcut to the original if you're going to be using it a lot, or you can simply remember where it's located. Now, off to making our new scripts. Alright, I think that's a redundant now. Now, we can take that out. Off to making our new scripts. Alright, I think that's a good shot. Alright, let's punch in there. And punch in there. And let's do another export. Export media. And let's give him a snazzy name. auto hotkey vid 2. And let's go down here and we're going to put it as where is it? Oh, there it is right there. We want it at 4K. Where did it go? That ain't what I wanted at all. That's what I wanted. Alright, so there to there. Add that to the queue. Quay. Add that to the quay. Alright, so that one's good to go. Now, let's go off to another one. This was going to be a difficult one here, so AHK vid 3. No, I got it. It isn't lost. I saved it. It was having a hard time finding where it went. I saved it though. All right. Let me make sure. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and export them just to be sure. Now you made me get paranoid. Let me see here. Let me go with auto encode watch folders. Okay, it's encoding them now. So yeah, they should be encoded here in a minute. Then we'll be able to see them. Alright, so let's select all of this. Alright, now we need to record a new video. Alright, we are in auto high. Okay, I will. Alright, so now I need to do another recording. This one's going to be complex, so I had to get my mind around it. Let's see here. First of all, let's mute the outside noise. That's muted. Let's change this so we can see full screen. So that's full screen. Let's go to here. Let's read my bit bucket for a minute. Okay, so we got to create a new script. Then we're going to create a script commands area. Then we got to create, let's see, a program closing area. Then we got to create a program starting area. And then we got to create a stream command area. Then we got to create a area for game command area. Your game area will be commented out all but the game you're using. So only the scripts for the game you're using will be activated. Thank you for playing game EVE Online. This is not activated. Thank you for playing Rocket League with me. This would be activated. This was just an example. Okay, so that's what I've got to type in. So now I got to remember all this. Okay, I got to remember all this because I'm going to be typing it in. Run, comma, quote, C dot programs files streamlabs OBS streamlabs dot OBS dot exe space OBS dot exe space OBS dot. Okay, that should be correct. Alright. Let's give this a try. Shall we? Are you ready, Red Hat? Are you ready to do some recording? Now let me look at this again here. You are okay. I've got to do some testing on this too. Let me do a quick test here, because I'm not sure if this is going to work. So let's test it out now. Let's go to AK Studio. AKH Studio. That's not the one I wanted. This is the one I want right here. Nope, don't want that. I want this right here. Nope, don't want that. RC Pearl. Okay, that's what I want. Let's say I go that, and that. Number pad, and I'll give it a number pad dot. Number pad dot, colon, and I'm gonna say www dot bing.com. Alright. Then I'm going to put a line. Oops. Then I'm going to put RETURN. Nope, that ain't what I want. Close all that down. Alright, return. And that should be it. File, save as. And I'm going to save it in Documents. And we'll put it in AutoHotkey. Do I have an AutoHotkey folder? Oh, I do have an AutoHotkey. Okay, that ain't what I want. I have a new folder. My folder, new folder. Anything in there? Nope, I'll put it in new folder. Alright, so it should be in a new folder. So let's go here. And let's go to new folder. Where did I save it at? Okay, I saved it somewhere in a new folder. Thought I saved it right here. There. Documents. I saved it in Documents, new folder. There we go. Now that's not reading right. That's reading as an HTML document. That ain't what I wanted. Delete that. Okay. Save as. Save as. .ahk. Alright, now let's see if it saved it right. There we go. Run that. I got an AutoHotkey running. So it should be Control Alt period. That didn't do what it was supposed to do. Okay, so that wasn't it. So let's say I go File, Save. Then I go down here and I go reload the script. I go Control Alt period. Nope, that didn't do it either. Okay, what if I pause this script? Out of curiosity. Spend hotkey. Okay. Control Alt period. Okay, so that's already mapped out to something. Okay, so let's try something else. Numpad. 9. File, save, unsuspend. That didn't do nothing, so that's a start. Okay, so let's go here. Let's put www.bing.com. Not common, just com. File, save. Reload this. Oh, 9. Right. So let's just try the actual script and see what happens here. Let's go here. Let's just copy this whole thing. Go C. Not that one. Paste this whole thing. Control V. Alright. File, save. Script reload. This is numpad 1. Suspended numpad 1. Reactivated numpad 2. And that would close Chrome and close WTF. Now WTF is running, so let us strike this out right here, because we don't want to do that. And let's strike this out right here, because we don't want to mess with that. And that should be it. So let's do that. Let's hit save. Reload the script. And let's do control numpad 2. And it worked. Alright. So it is working. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so I just need to find a program that I want to open and close. What would it be? Not recording yet. I'm just trying to get my head around what I'm going to open and close. Okay, so let me explain what's going on, Red Hat. Right now I've got a program. Okay, let me back up. I'm making a video. The video is that I have a program that a streamer can program. Sounds silly. There's a program that a streamer can program that you can press one key and it'll shut down all the programs that a streamer has running prior to streaming on air. And it can open all the programs that a streamer needs to have running prior to streaming on air. And the tutorial is how to program the program to do it. So the problem is I'm a streamer here, and you got some streamer in the UK, or let's say some other country somewhere, and I have program A, B, and C that I need to shut down before every stream. And he might have his A, B, and C might be three completely different programs that he needs to shut down before every stream. So he needs to set it up so this little application can shut down his programs, and I need it to set up so it'll shut down my programs. And then I may play country radio, and he may play rock and roll radio, so he needs it to open up his applications for his radio, and I need it to open up my application for my radio. So it's a customizable program, but you got to show them how to set it up. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to make a tutorial to show the programming language. But right now, the programs I have it shutting down are my streaming programs, so I can't actually have it shut down my streaming programs because, yeah, I'm streaming. So, oh, my videos are done. So let's have a look at them while we're waiting. Let's have a look at those. Let's go to here, and we should have. Want to see the videos I've shot already? Let's go here, and it should be in YouTube. I think that's him. Have a look at this one. First video. Okay, so that's video 1. And then we're going to video 2. Oh, wait a minute. Could you not hear? Okay, hold on just a second. PC. I'm sorry, there was sound.
drive.
I just had it muted, and it'll either be in Programs Files x86.
I just had
or
it
in
muted.
mine,
That was my fault.
It's the Programs Files folder.
I just had it muted.
and in Auto Hotkey.
I could
After
hear it. It
reaching
had
that
sound. I
file
just had it
folder,
muted. That was my mistake.
You will right click on the file name Windows Phi. Right click it. Select it. Right click it. And copy. You'll be pasting that file into the Auto Hotkey Studio master folder. The only reason why we're doing this is so that we'll be able to have all of our assets in one folder and we won't have to be jumping back and forth every single time. In addition to that, we will also be copying over the original Auto Hotkey and the Auto Hotkey U64. And the Auto Hotkey website. That should be all that we need out of here. Again, you don't need to drag them over, you just need to make copies of them. That should be all that we need out of the Auto Hotkey folder. You can close that now. Now that everything has been copied over to the Auto Hotkey Studio master folder, we can go and make a shortcut to the original if you're going to be using it a lot, or you can simply remember where it's located. Off to making our new scripts. Alright, so that was the 2 videos that we've done. And so we know that they're saved because if it wasn't saved, it wouldn't have came out like it did. I think they came out fine. I need to make an intro, a thumbnail, and an outro for each one. So I need to make that. That's probably going to be for a different stream. I don't think I'm going to work on that today. But I need to do that. Boy, it's a neat little shift there. I think that's fascinating. But anyway, enough playing around with that. I need to figure out how I'm going to code this. I can shut down, let's see, I can shut down, guess I could pull up some apps and have them running in the background. I got Discord running, Chrome, oh, Internet Explorer. It's fun. Oh yeah, it is fun. I can have Internet Explorer run. I'm trying to think of what, I streamlined my system so much that I don't have apps running in the background. That's the problem. I can shut down. I can shut down Chrome. I can shut down. I don't know. Let's see. Let me pull up all my icons. Let me see. This is gonna be a mess now. Let me pull up my icons and see what I can make a mess of. Let me see if there's any icons here I can make it happen here. Okay, here we go. Steam. Okay, there's one. Steam. I could shut Steam down. Steam's always a mess. Where's Steam? S. There's Steam. He always makes a mess of everything. Okay, so Steam can be running. Let's see here. Overwatch? I haven't used him in forever. Because I need something to shut down for the video. Overwatch, I could try that. I never use him anymore, but I can turn him on. Maybe he could Adobe Creative, I could start that up. I could try shutting it down in the background. I think Adobe Creative is a tough thing to shut down though, so that might not be the best thing to run. That ought to be enough. That's 3 programs. That ought to be enough. Okay, so that's running. I don't even remember my username. That should be running. That should be running now. Is anything running in the background? Okay, there's Overwolf. There's Creative Cloud. And there is Steam. Okay, so now I got something to shut down. And the one I just turned off. What is it? WTF. There we go. Alright, so now I have some stuff to shut off. Now I can get rid of all this mess on my desktop. Where's my desktop mess? Okay. Desktop icons shut down. Alright. Okay, so now I gotta pretend I type all this up from scratch. Great, now I gotta wait for you to load. Okay, now you're loaded. Alright, so now let's go. We need to start on making a video number 2. Let me look at the code again so I got it in my head. It's gonna be colon, this will be script commands area. Colon, this will be programs closing area. Colon, this will be our programs close. This will be our program starting area. What program will I be starting? Let's say I want to start. See, now I gotta find a program to start. Okay, who's loading up now? See, this is why I don't run stuff in the background. Hello. Steam. Leave it to Steam to be sucking up all the resources. This is why I don't run stuff in the background. This is why no streamer runs stuff in the background. Let me see if I'm dropping frames. Nope, no drop frames, so that's good. Okay, go back here. I've been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so let's see here. Barline that, barline this. Guess it's barline that. Okay, so what am I gonna load? Let me go back to my desktop. What program should I load? What if I went over here? Oh, what about League of Legends? What if I went here? I went more. Open file location. I'm just doing it for this video. I gotta do something for the video to show what it does and how it works. So this is strictly for the video. This is for nothing else other than the video. I got to have the program shut down some applications, and I got to have the program start up some applications so the video shows what the application does. Otherwise, it's like saying, yeah, this application does everything you could possibly want. There, have a good day, and it doesn't explain nothing. You know, why make the video? So, okay, so I would go here, and I would go properties. Let me see. What if I did this? Yeah, so I have to start some applications, so I have applications to turn off, and then I have to pick some applications to start. In this case, I'm going to start League of Legends, so I can show an application to turn on. Okay, so I'm going to try to turn that on. So let's close this out, and now let's go back over. Whoops, that ain't it. Let's go. Oh, it was over here. It was a File Explorer. Oh, that ain't gonna work. So let's go back over here. That ain't what I wanted. Keep faking myself out. Let's go to this one. That's the one I wanted. And let's see, process. Let's see, run. That's the one I want. So let's change this to this. Paste that there. And let's take that out there. And let's go File, Save, and Script. Reload this script. And it should be numberpad 2. So Control Alt numberpad 2. Close all this out. Okay. This is opening. Why is it opening this up? Let's see. See Riot Games, League of Legends client. Put a space there and see what happens that way. File, save. Reload that script. Okay, it keeps opening this new folder. And let's see. Okay, I got double quotation marks. I think that's the first problem. Let's get rid of that quotation mark and this quotation mark. Now let's file save and let's try it again. Alright, error failed to attempt launch program or document. Specifically, the system cannot find the file specified. Okay, so let's take away the space and see if that does it. File save. Reload the script. That's it. Alright, so now we have our script. Alright, so now we have our script running. Whew. Okay. That was a pain in the neck. Okay, so now we have what we're going to be running. Alright, so let's close this down. Exit now. Okay, so this is what we got to retype. We got to retype this whole blob. Just like it is. All the little quotation marks and punctuation and everything down to the letter. Every nook and cranny. So, we ready to do this? Are you ready to do this, Red Hat? Did you memorize this? Did you memorize the screen? Is this thing locked in your brain? Is it burnt and etched? First of all, let's see if we can make this a little bit better to read. Commands, navigate, view. Yep, it's a test. First thing, it's an eyesight test. See if you can read it. Quick options. Let's see what quick options is. Color. Haven't read the book yet. I'm mainly trying to figure out how to make the text bigger right now. So let's see here. I'd really like it if the text could be a little bit bigger there, buddy. Library. Okay, Nightbot, will do. Alright, I don't see a way of making it bigger. It's probably right in front of my face, but I just didn't see it. So we'll just have to work with it. At least it's nice colored. That I like about it. Alright, so let me get my head together. This will be the script's command area. This will be the program's closing area. This will be our program starting area. This will be your stream commands area. This will be your stream commands area. Okay. This could be your game commands area. Got it. Okay. Alright, so let's try to recreate this whole mess. Blech. See, I originally programmed this entire thing. This entire thing's all me. I programmed this off the top of my head, but because I didn't like the video I made, I'm redoing the entire thing. So, because I'm redoing the entire thing, then I have to recreate this, and yeah, this is kind of burdensome, so we get to delve back into this. I gotta open up WTF again. It's not running, so. Alright, so now we're getting ready to record. I got to shut the audio off for the stream. So now you should just be able to hear my voice. You won't be able to hear any other audio. Okay, I got you. And we'll make that smaller. We'll make the chat disappear so I won't be able to see the chat while I'm streaming. So I'll just have to hear you. And I think I'm ready to try this. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a long recording. I'm thinking about 8-10 minutes, so let's give this a shot. Look at it again. Okay, I use equal signs. Oh, right. You didn't hear the other audio, right? Number pad 1, number pad 2, return, enter. Yeah, I'm just got to go back to my notes. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna have to record it in sections and edit it together. That's gonna be the only way I can do this, I think. Alright, we're recording now. Welcome to video 3. If you've been following along in this video course of how to use AutoHotkey to increase your stream productivity, then you've installed the applications AutoHotkey and AutoHotkey Studio and are ready to learn how AutoHotkey Studio can better improve your streaming performance. So in that regards, let's open up AutoHotkey Studio and get started. We're opening up AutoHotkey Studio, and that was a mess up, so let's restart. Welcome to video 3 on how to increase the productivity of your stream by using AutoHotkey and AutoHotkey Studio. If you've been watching the other videos, then you've installed AutoHotkey and AutoHotkey Studio, and you're ready to get started with AutoHotkey Studio in order to increase the productivity of your stream. So in doing so, let's get started with making your first script. In doing that, let's go to Documents, and we will create a folder for your first script. In mine, I've created a new folder, and it's a test script. I will delete it and create a new one. You create a new script by right-clicking, selecting New, and you should have an icon that says AutoHotkey Script, and you just create a new AutoHotkey script, and in this case we're going to call it Test. After doing this, you're going to go to your AutoHotkey Studio folder. If you remember where you opened that up at, in mine it was in my drive P. You're going to be opening up the AutoHotkey Studio, not the icon. And you're going to go and open up the actual file that we created, marked test. Now that the test file is open, we will be ready to edit this script. We're going to drop down a few lines, and we're going to open with a colon, some equal signs, and we will type in the first part of our control, which will be to control the actual AutoHotkey script itself. Now, anytime that you start a command with a colon, then that is a comment line, and the script does not see that as a command. So this is just for our notes. It's not for the actual script. The next part will be the actual command. We're going to use an exclamation point and a caret, and we're going to type in a capital N-U-M, and we will use the numpad 0. So the exclamation point is the command key, and the caret is the alt key. So this is telling the AutoHotkey script that when you press the Control Alt numpad 0, that you want it to do, and this is the command you want it to do, which is suspend. And you want it to toggle. Then we're going to copy this line right here and paste it right here. Put another space. We're going to paste another line. This is the command line script. Instead of that, we're going to put it as this command's this controls the stopping of programs. Try to keep it neat. We'll cut off some of the exclamation points. And this is going to be the same situation. Exclamation point, current, numpad. This time it's going to be 1 with 2 dots. And an enter sign. Put a couple spaces, and then we're going to type in return. Enter a couple more spaces. Actually, what we probably could do is indent this whole area. Here we go. And this will be I'm going to stop it there and take a look at my notes. It's process close Chrome. Okay, process close. Okay. In this area, we will type in process. Close. And now we need to type in the name. And to find the name of a program, we need to go back to that folder we was in. And we're going to use, well actually we shouldn't. We should be able to get it from this right here. Let's go down and find us a process to close. Let's see here. Let's close. Here we go. This one right here, we can close this process. If you right click on it and go to properties, and if you see this right here, this is WT Fast, and it's an exe program. So you're going to copy that, WT Fast, copy, and you're going to type it in. The caps and everything has to be the same. So you're going to type it in that way, WTFast.exe. And then you're going to put a sleep timer behind that. And you want the sleep timer to be a minimum of 500, which is half a second. Depends on how long it takes to close down an application. You know how applications you have closed down. Some applications take a long time to close down. Some of them are short. If it happens to be a long time application to close down, you want to increase the delay. If it's a short, quick close application, you want to leave it short. But this is pretty much the same process. So if you have 40 applications to close down, you can copy and then drop it down. I usually put a space between them just for easy, seeing things, and paste it down again. And you can continue to do the exact same thing just by changing the name. You can increase that and put down a different application. Let's look. Here we go, Steam. We can right click, go down to properties, and this is a Steam exe. Copy, paste, and you have a couple of Steam exes, but you get the idea. Let's see what else. Is there anything else we can close on here? Hello? Okay, I just want to make sure it's still recording. Let's see here. We can close down perhaps Adobe. Let's try that. Well, we shouldn't close Adobe because I'm actually using Adobe right now, but anything here that you would like to see. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just click on CPU and close down anything that I don't need is using high levels of CPU. And then I'll do the exact same thing with memory. Chrome is always a big one. And I'll go down through and close down anything that we're not using with high levels of memory. Here's one, Discord. We can right click on it. Okay, now see this isn't showing up in properties, so this time you'll have to open it up and select usually the most topmost one. And it's simple, it's discord.exe. So we'll just copy and we will go process, close, discord.exe, delete. And this one usually takes a little bit of time to close, so I'll put 2 seconds down. And that should pretty much take care of that. We'll just use those as some examples of things that you can close down. But you can actually put anything in here that's running to close down. You can put anything in there. Then you need to place anything in here that you wish to start up. So in startup programs, it can literally be anything. OBS would be one of them. Obviously, I can't start OBS right now because I'm running it. But one that comes to mind but something that you might be able to run is anything in your programs folder. So you can go over here and find your program. Let's say League of Legends. Right click on it, go over to more, and let's take a look at open file location. And we have 2 of them. Let's select the top one. And let's see, this is what you want right here. Right click on this and we'll hit copy. And hopefully this is the right one. RUN. And you hit enter. And now it says to put in your target or the working directory. So we'll put a comma. And we'll just paste that in there. And you notice it has a quotation mark around each end. You want to make sure that it does have quotes around it. In our case, it already does. And it ends in the exe. And then you'll put a delay, so sleep. And again, you want to adjust your sleep according to how long it normally takes that program to load. League of Legends, it takes it a minute for the client to load, so I'd put like a 2000 count and then list your next one. If you run, for instance, one of the things you might run would be Chrome. So you would go to here, Chrome browser, and you would go to more, file location, properties, and you'd copy that right there. You type in the same thing. And again, it has quotation marks around it. And now I'm not going to use this right now. I'm putting it in here because I normally do run it. But I'm going to quote that out by putting a colon on each one. And but Chrome, by running that Chrome application, then that would allow you to get to your browser, so you can set up your title of your Twitch or your YouTube or anything else, and you can even go one step further and enter the actual web page that you want to load in. So you could load into directly to your link, so you don't even have to click to your actual link. It'll load directly to the link, and this can just continue. And copy this and paste it down here. So we have, as a recap, number pad 0 will toggle the script on and off. So if you want to use these buttons, number pad 1 and number pad 0, for other things, you can. Number pad 1 will run this script one time, and in that script it will close any programs that you have listed in this area, which is your close programs area, and then it'll start any programs listed in this area, which is your start programs area. Next, we're going into your questionable programs area. Actually, let me back this up here for a second. That's all we should need for there. So let me get this return line up, because that's all we actually want ran in that area. So this will be your streaming commands area. So what are your streaming commands area? Well, if you want to have a counter, so every time that you press your Alt button, it'll automatically post it to your stream. So you can say, well, that game I pressed the Alt button 100 times, or I clicked the mouse 5,000 times during that game, or whatever. That can go into there. You could set up just a straight counter or whatever you want to do and have it outputted straight to your stream. That would be that area. Next will be considered your game area. Thank you. I will fix that. Also, is that colons or is that semicolons? I've been saying colons, but I always get them mixed up. It's the one with a hook in the bottom. Is that a colon or a semicolon? Let me know. In the gaming area, what you will have is simple scripts like you press a button and it can say something like, you know, automatically types in the all chat, good game everybody, or it can post a link to your actual stream or anything like that. Semicolon, thank you. So this would be considered your gaming area. Yes. So this will be an example of that area. Okay, this first one is an example of a non-active script because it has a semicolon in front of it. Here's another example. And that would be an active script. However, neither of these scripts are active because I used a global modifier. Oh, let me move that down here. And let's put a this and this. There we go. Last but not least, there is any personal scripts of yours. So, any personal scripts of yours. Oh, let me fix that real quick. There we go. Any personal scripts of yours will be any scripts that you want to use for actual in-game purposes or whatever you choose. And you're more than welcome to put them in there and use them however you want. But they'll always go last because they're a breaking process. You want to use all this first. But if you do want to put any personal scripts of yours, you're more welcome to. There's a place for them. All this can actually be downloaded at my Bitbucket. If you go to my link in my next video, you'll be able to see exactly the Bitbucket and where to download it at. And if you look at my next video, I'll be debugging this script. We'll give it a try and see exactly how it works and what does work, what doesn't work, and you'll have an idea of how to fix your script. This is a trial script, so I'm sure we'll have problems with it, but you'll be more than welcome to join in and see what we need to fix on it. And but this should be a pretty good start. It looks like I have things right. I see a lot of nice colors on there, but more than likely than not, I'm missing a comma or something somewhere. So before we run it, we'll save this video, move on to the next one, and then we'll go through debug it, and we can run some processes on how to find ways of working your programs and how to get the script to work the way you want, and setting it up your way, and then we'll try to work through some question and answers. So thank you for following along this far with the videos if you've been keeping up so far, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, so was that like an hour long? Felt like an hour long. Wait for it to compile and then we'll go download it. Alright, that should be enough. Let's go grab it. Let me turn on the volume again. Alright, so let me set this back up. We'll turn on the volume. Then we'll go over here and we'll switch this back over to... There we go, Premiere Pro. So now you can see what I'm doing. Half hour, okay. Well, I did switch back and forth quite a bit, and it is a semicolon, so I literally said colon through that whole thing, and it's wrong, but okay, we'll just make do with it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. This clip does not match the sequence settings. Alright, let's do some slicing and dicing. Alright, we're recording now. Welcome to video 3. If you've been following along in this video course of how to use Auto Hotkey to increase your stream productivity, then you've installed the applications Auto Hotkey and Auto Hotkey Studio and are ready to learn how Auto Hotkey Studio can better improve your streaming performance. So in that regards, let's open up Auto Hotkey Studio and get started. We're opening up Auto Hotkey Studio, and that was a mess up, so let's restart. Okay, so all that gets to be cut off. And we're restarting now. Welcome to video 3 on how to increase the productivity of your stream by using Auto Hotkey and Auto Hotkey Studio. If you've been watching the other videos, then you've installed Auto Hotkey and Auto Hotkey Studio, and you're ready to get started with Auto Hotkey Studio in order to increase the productivity of your stream. So in doing so, let's get started with making your first script. In doing that, let's go to Documents, and we will create a folder for your first script. In mine, I've created a new folder, and it's a test script. I will delete it and create a new one. You create a new script by right-clicking, selecting New, and you should have an icon that says Auto Hotkey Script, and you just create a new Auto Hotkey script. And that reminds me, I better save it so I don't lose it. There. And in this case, we're going to call it Test. After doing this, you're going to go to your Auto Hotkey Studio folder. If you remember where you opened that up at, in mine it was in my drive P. You're going to be opening up the Auto Hotkey Studio, not the icon. And you're going to go and open up the actual file that we created, marked tests. Oh, I heard a clear throat. Let's clear that out right there. Now that the test file is open, we will be ready to edit this script. We're going to drop down a few lines, and we're going to open with a colon, some equal signs, and we will type in the first part of our control, which will be to control the actual Auto Hotkey script itself. Now, anytime that you start a command with a colon, then that is a comment line, and the script does not see that as a command. So this is just for our notes. It's not for the actual script. The next part will be the actual command. We're going to use an exclamation point and a caret, and we're going to type in a capital N-U-M, and we will use the numpad 0. So the exclamation point is the command key, and the caret is the alt key. So this is telling the AutoHotkey script that when you press the, there's another edit. The AutoHotkey script that when you press the Control Alt numpad 0 that you want it to do, and this is the command you want it to do, which is suspend. And you want it to toggle. Then we're going to copy this line right here and paste it right here. Put another space. We're going to paste another line. This is the command line script. Instead of that, we're going to put it as this command's this controls the, that was a long stretch. Yeah, there was. Just another line. This is the command line script. Instead of that, we're going to put it as this command's this controls the that's a long right there. I don't want to. I'm typing during it, so I don't want to delete it. I'll leave it in there because I'm working. Stopping a program. I don't want to clip edit it because then it'll just look like it just popped up. So I just have to leave it alone. Try to keep it neat. We'll cut off some of the exclamation points. And this is going to be the same situation. Exclamation point, caret, numpad. This time it's going to be 1. With 2 dots. Right. And an inner sign. Put a couple spaces, and then we're going to type in return. Another long stretch. Actually, what we probably could do, a lot of dead air on this one. Indent this. whole area. We're up to 7 minutes now. Here we go. And this will be I'm going to stop it there and take a look at my notes. Wow. Okay, all this could be edited out. I'm going to stop it there and take a look at my note. Now I'm going to look at scenario. He was in there. And this will be I'm going to stop there. He was sitting there. And this will be alright, let's clip it right there. It's process close Chrome. Okay, process close. Okay. Open it back up. Okay, we're at 8:30 now. In this area, here. Alright, now let's get rid of it. Alright, and this will be in this area. We will type in process. Close. And now we need to type in the name. And to find the name of a program, we need to go back to that folder we was in. And we're going to use, well actually we shouldn't. We should be able to get it from this right here. Let's go down and find us a process to close. Let's see here. Let's close. Here we go. This one right here. We can close this process. If you right click on it and go to properties. And if you see this right here, this is WT
Oh, I know, me
Fast,
too.
and it's an
I'm going to
EXE
edit this
program,
video
so you're
down,
gonna
and I think I'm
copy
going to go
that,
bed
WT
also.
Fast, copy. And you're going to type it in. The caps and everything has to be the same. So you're going to type it in that way, wtfast.exe. And then you're going to put a sleep timer behind that. And you want the sleep
have a
timer
good
to
one.
be a minimum of 500, which is half a second. Depends on how long it takes to close down an application. You know how applications you have closed down. Some applications take a long time to close down. Some of them are short. If it happens to be a long time application to close down, you want to increase the delay. If it's a short, quick close application, you want to leave it short. But this is pretty much the same process. So if you have 40 applications to close down, you can copy and then drop it down. I usually put a space between them just for easy, seeing things.
Okay, I think I'm fizzling out a little bit, so I think I'm going to
continue.
save this right where it's at. Alright, so I'm going to save it right where it's at and shut the stream down. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll probably be streaming more of this tomorrow, probably a day after. Been a fun stream, got a lot left to go. Hopefully at the end of this month or beginning of next month, middle of next month, I'll have all the videos up, so that'd be sweet. That's the goal anyway. Until then, we'll catch you all next time. And have a great time, everybody.